Story, and welcome back to the Artistry Drop, where we feature stories from today's rising artists. If you like being inspired, don't miss out on our weekly episodes, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification to be notified when we drop new episodes. Guys, as you can tell, John isn't here today, but we are back on that spooky season shit, and you know, obviously had to bring some guest hosts. And we got a special guest. So let me introduce my guest host first. We got my boy Larry here.
Yeah.
Good, great friend. You know, we met through the Disney community and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, hang out at the parks all the time. And, you know, we just became really good friends. And obviously, you guys know my fiance Rachel.
Hello, everybody.
Rachel's here. So, yeah, that's our guest host, guys. But we brought back a special guest here today. And probably a lot of you already know who she is, but if you don't, I'm gonna reintroduce her for you guys. Our guest today is establishing herself as a multi-talented quadruple threat in the entertainment industry. She's a singer, dancer, and actress who first gained notoriety with her YouTube channel, which showcased her love for the paranormal. The highly successful channel, which has amassed over 1 million subscribers, led her to expand her creative endeavors to TikTok, in which she has a fan base of over 5 million followers. Guys, please welcome our guest, Kelsi Davies.
Thanks for having me.
Kelsi, welcome back to the Artistry Drop. Thank you so much for coming through.
Of course.
Yeah, no, of course you brought Lola, which is awesome. You know,
Yes,
love having
always.
Lola here too.
Yes.
And you know, we had some last time we had you on here, it was super fun. You read our auras.
Oh, yeah.
We had some cool
Yeah.
experiences and stuff like that. So, you know, definitely excited to see you know, what we can get into today. But we do obviously have some questions because the last time you were here, there's a lot that has, you know, gone on in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And you
It's
definitely,
been a year.
Yeah, it's been a year and a lot has happened, obviously, you know. So we definitely want to get into that. I'm gonna introduce the drink of the day. You know, we typically do our drink of the days, but it's really not much, guys. I mean, it's just I made a blue Hawaiian. It's not a spooky drink, but it is in a spooky cup. So yeah, you know,
Therefore, it is a spooky drink.
Hey, let's go. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I try my best. John's usually the cocktail connoisseur, but this is what it's easy for me to make. So, you know, I was like, I'm going to make something easy on me, and we got the Blue Hawaiian, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you like it. Let's go ahead and cheers.
cheers.
We got
Yeah,
Rachel with a Coke, obviously.
Yes.
Most of you guys know she's pregnant, so she got to chill right now.
Got a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's
It's
good.
baking.
It is good. Sorry, the ice was sitting in there a little bit, so it's kind of watered down.
Nah, that's
It's
good,
good,
man.
though.
I like
it's
it.
good.
Yeah, I think maybe because the pineapple, I added quite a bit of pineapple juice in there.
okay.
So
Ah.
as long as it's good, that's all that matters.
No,
But like I said,
my
it's-
goal.
it tastes like ass.
Yeah. It's usually John that makes the drinks, and his drinks are usually fucking fire. So, you know, obviously, you know, for me, it's a little bit different. But yeah, Blue Hawaiian, guys, glad you enjoy it. But let's go ahead and get into it with Kelsi a little bit. You know, you are a part of Omar's like new series on YouTube that features like 16 YouTubers, 16 locations, and all of you guys are alone. How was being a part of such an awesome series? Like, when Omar reached out to you about the idea, were you immediately about it, or did you have to think about it? And, you know, because I know you already do investigations alone by yourself anyways.
Yeah, sometimes. It's just crazy because when I started YouTube, I was just a fan of Omar. Like,
Yeah.
I was literally a fan, you know? Like, I have old videos where I'm like, guys, tag Omar. I want to go film with him.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy that we're, like, such close friends now. Like, he's, like, family now, which is,
For
like,
sure.
amazing. So, right when he talked about his series,
Yeah.
I was like, you already know I'm going to be part of
Yeah.
this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, of course I'm going to support Omar.
For
Gosh
sure.
TV,
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
make sure you go check out.
Check him out.
His new series. It's called Alone, and it's Alone in the Dark. No. That's his. He had a series where he would go alone to places.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
Yeah,
had,
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure what he actually titled it, because I know, like, on the thumbnail, and then, you know, on the title it would be like 16 YouTubers alone.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure what the actual
Yeah,
title
it's
was
kind of
either.
based on his own Alone series, which was Alone in the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go alone, and then he was like, what if I had, like, my friends go alone? And he kind of wanted to bring the paranormal community together.
Yeah.
And, like, in such a great way,
Yeah.
too. Because
Yeah.
it's so
For sure.
divided, and I'm like, why don't we're all, like, preaching the same thing,
Yeah.
guys. Like, ghosts are a thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes. Yeah,
so
for
why
sure.
not bring everyone together? So I think it's just a really awesome thing that he's done. And
Yeah.
the way he edited it and just, like, everything around it is so well done. Like, he just went above and beyond.
Yeah.
And I'm so impressed. And he's just such an inspiration.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But when he first told me, like, you're going to go somewhere alone, I was nervous because I didn't know where he was going to send me, you know, like he didn't really tell us. He just kind of said, okay, you're going to show up at this location and get our plane tickets or whatever. And then we show up and it was, I have the chills right now thinking about it. When I found out it was a prison, like a giant prison that's abandoned, that I had never investigated a prison prior to that, I think. Wait, have I? Because I did one with him. I can't remember.
You've done a lot of investigations.
Yeah.
A lot.
I can't remember if I did a prison before that or after that with Omar, but we did the Missouri State Penitentiary. But for this one, like, oh God, I just remember I was like, I've never been anywhere like this.
Yeah.
It was so different though. So I can't
I think you did go to a prison before.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
It was
I
with
can't
Omar
remember.
and there were other.
I think it was the one where you were sitting on the ground, you had your headphones on.
And they went out to go to the cell.
Yeah,
and they were
we
like,
filmed that a year ago too, and the Alone series a year ago, so I can't
Wait,
remember.
so the Alone series was filmed a year ago?
It was filmed a year ago.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was literally like just a huge... I literally thought he filmed it like earlier this year or something.
No, we did that
Crazy.
last year.
It's all the editing and the whole production.
Well,
and
he went through so much this year. He lost his
Yeah,
mother.
his
mom.
He went through it making this series.
Yeah.
So guys, please go give it a view. Like,
Yes.
he worked hard.
For sure. And me and Rachel have been watching him since he dropped it, and it was awesome seeing you on there, and like everybody else. And it's definitely go check it out, guys. It's an awesome series. Omar definitely killed it on production.
Oh my God.
I was amazed.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this shit is like a actual like TV show.
Better than any ghost TV show I've ever watched.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, it's really good. It's really good.
Is
Like the
good.
production that went into it, he planned it really thoroughly to grab people's attentions. For sure,
yeah.
the editing, all the graphics, all that, the narration and stuff like that, he definitely killed it.
Yeah.
So and we've been watching it every time it comes out, but I thought he was literally gonna drop it like once a week, but and then he's been doing like maybe 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's every Thursday and every Sunday.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure about
Okay.
his posting schedule. I was just like, oh shit, he
It seems
dropped a
so
new
quick
one.
for us because we're like, oh, there's another one already.
Yeah.
No, he has them all. Like he sat there and edited for a year. I mean,
That's so long.
That was like 16 episodes that are over an hour long. That's like 16 movies.
Yeah, that is.
That you're
Pretty much.
editing.
Yeah, that's fucking. They are fucking long too, but it's a really great
movies.
series. Yeah,
Yeah.
really great
We
series.
love it.
Do you know when you were there that night? How long were you there investigating for?
It was quite a while. Like we were. I mean, because they were like in the area where the lobby was and stuff. Like they couldn't even see what I was doing. You know, so they were just like. I don't know. They were just waiting for a call, basically, to see if I was gonna call them and be like, I need to stop or what. But we were there for like, oh my gosh, the whole night. I mean, we were there till like maybe 1 a.m. I want to say.
What time did you start?
I think I got there at like 5 or 6 maybe. So we were there.
Oh, you were there for quite a while.
Yeah,
Dang.
quite a bit, and to
That
be
is
by
quite a while.
yourself, like in
investigating
that
like
place.
that. Oh man, that's a commitment.
Yeah, it was draining. I
Yeah.
slept for a long time after that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, obviously,
Tired.
like we haven't finished your part because like it's all bouncing around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but I mean, I think the season should be, or the episode should have dropped already. Like, how bad was it there? Like, I just want to know.
It was just, oh God, I don't want to spoil anything, but
Yeah, I know.
it was definitely active.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was picking up on a lot of things. Like as we were walking through, she didn't tell me anything, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like they wanted me to just show up at this place. So I showed up and I got names, I got stories, I got these things, and the owner was just amazed. She
Mm-hmm.
was just like, there was a man with her right when I saw her. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
there's a man with you, like, do you know that? And she was like, yes. And she started crying, and she was like, I know who it is. The fact that you like knew that he was there with me is so validating. And she was just like really happy.
Yeah, she was like, okay, I was right.
Yeah. So she was
It's
like,
a relief.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like validation in a way.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm excited to wrap up and see the rest of
I know. I want to know about the alien.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the alien.
Yeah.
I was so scared of it because
I would
like
be terrified too.
yeah, because like I've had weird. So this year too, I've had some like extraterrestrial things happen to me, but they were good. They were like have been very. I mean, there's just so much we don't know.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's been this year I reached enlightenment. It's been like a crazy journey. So there were like these blue entities that I have like this connection with that give me guidance and stuff. But back then I didn't know anything about like I had never had like a extraterrestrial experience. I've seen UFOs and stuff, but I didn't know what like the grays were, you know what I mean? Like I've heard different things, so I thought they were like gonna get me and abduct me and probe me.
That's what I think.
Probe my ass. I was like, no, I don't want it.
We can't have that for sure. So yeah, we can't have
Please
that.
no.
Definitely don't want that.
No.
This whole podcast is like.
I watched too much South Park.
South Park.
They always have the grays in there.
Oh my god.
Oh man. All right, so one of your investigations that you did recently, you finally got to visit Japan.
Yes.
And it's been a long time that you've been wanting to go there.
Yes.
So how was it like going to the forest?
Oh my god, the forest.
Yeah.
The forest.
I forgot how to pronounce it. Akio.
Yeah, I couldn't
we were
figure
looking it up too.
Yeah,
I don't think I know how to pronounce
I forget how
Gara
to.
forest or
something.
something.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of people know what it's called. We're not gonna mention the actual term that people call
of
it,
course,
but yeah, it was like Ayagoya.
So, yeah.
Forest, I don't know, something
It's
like
like
that.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when we got dropped off there, like the taxi driver thought he was dropping us off at a hotel because no one was going to take us up there. They are scared of ghosts in Japan. Like if you tell them anything, they're like, there was this one area we went to and I was asking, I was like, do you know if it's haunted? Like, could we go there at night? And he was like, don't go there at night. And we were like, why? And he was like, the ghosts. That's what he said, the ghosts.
The ghosts.
I thought he was going to say there were like bad people
Yeah.
there,
Like
or
other things.
animals,
Sketchy, right.
the ghosts. And we were like, okay, you know, that
You're like,
kind of-
oh, that's not
Yeah.
new for me.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
it's weird because like the spirits in Asia are so different.
Yeah,
than
I was going to
here.
mention that.
They're
yeah.
so different, and it's weird. I don't
Like
know.
what kind of different? Like are they different? Like good, bad?
Both. Like they're just very powerful there. It's almost creature-like with a
Yeah.
lot of them, and things that I don't see here.
Yeah.
Here, there's a lot of human-like entities and whatnot, but there it's like creatures.
That's crazy.
And
Whoa.
it's scary because you don't know what they are. You
Yeah.
don't know what.
That makes sense because in like Philippines, we have our own folklore tales about
Yeah.
like.
She remembers.
Never gonna live. No, he did that video and he was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, did you call it an ass way?" He like came up to me. I was like, "Shut up, Omar."
That's hella funny. Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, that's a crazy like what he went through
Yeah.
as well. He was super active.
I know.
You,
oh my god.
you haven't encountered a Aswang yet, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
no.
Okay.
But I don't know if I want to.
I know. I was like, she's crazy.
Yeah, so like Aswang is pretty much like in Filipino folklore. It's like a
Yeah.
what is it?
I mean, it's like it's a creature that can like mimic as a lady, but yeah, it can. It's not obviously human.
Yeah, it's
so.
not human.
Like a
But it's-
shapeshifter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go,
shapeshifter.
shapeshifter.
but it's pretty much evil.
Gotcha,
Yeah, it's pretty
gotcha.
much evil.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy. You know,
Yeah.
going back into the forest thing, like, yeah, I know. One thing is it was super dead over there. So does
Yeah.
nobody? I noticed there were like little cabins or something like that in there.
No one was around. I mean, it was just
Okay.
me and Drew. Our flashlight died, so we had our phone lights like
Yeah.
half the time, and we sat there. We were trying to charge our flashlight
Yeah.
because whatever was there drained it.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people in Japan like do ghost hunting. I'm sure there are like
Yeah.
people, but like not a lot of people are open to
For
it.
sure.
Doing
so
that.
when we were there, like doing it. They were so drawn to us. I felt like we were surrounded
Yeah.
by just all these things.
Yeah.
And it was just so sad too because there's a lot of things with like unaliving and
Yeah.
unaliving yourself and stuff like that. That's just really sad and tragic. And I wanted to go there in a respectful way because I know
Yeah, of
people have
course.
gone there in a not respectful
for
way.
sure.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go there and just like try to help them in some way because a lot of them are just stuck in this loop. Like
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
one that I just kept seeing his last moments over and over and over and over, and that's what he was stuck in. And I don't think I was able to help because it was just so I mean, I don't know. Sometimes they're just so stuck that
Yeah.
you can't even do anything
Yeah.
for them. And it's sad.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
is.
So just experiencing all that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I went there and had that experience
Yeah.
because it was definitely life changing
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
for
I remember too. I think you had mentioned like there's just nobody that wanted to pick you guys back up, or
No.
it was
Yeah.
hard to get back
Yeah.
home.
We were stranded.
They
Yeah.
were on a
We
hotel
were-
or something like that, and they didn't want to open it. What is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dude,
it was
they
trippy.
They
Yeah.
started screaming at
That's
us.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting because there is a lot of racism there, which
okay.
is
Okay.
so,
Yeah.
which is like, it's so interesting because they saw us and they just like were looking at us and all of a sudden they were like, "Go away!" Like
Yeah.
started
That's
crazy.
screaming at us, and
Oh
we
my
didn't even do
gosh.
anything.
Yeah,
We were just
you're
like,
like, what are we
"Can you please
Maybe
help
they thought
us?
you were a
Yeah.
ghost.
I don't know. I
don't
looked,
know.
I had like
Seen
this
it
beanie on, like I was like, they live next to the forest, so maybe.
I
But
don't
they were
know.
so aggressive.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh
was
my
trying to even
goodness.
show them the translator app. They wouldn't even look at it. They were like,
Wow.
shoo, like
Damn.
treating us like we were
Dang.
pests.
Damn, that's crazy.
And
That's
then we went to
crazy.
this like hotel next door, and we called them and stuff. They were a little confused at first. They were just like, "Who are you?" You know.
Yeah.
But then they made us soup, got us a
Yeah.
taxi. They were very kind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Like, were you and Drew like scared at that time because you
Yeah.
didn't know what the hell was
we
gonna
thought we were
happen?
stranded
Yeah.
there. It was like 20 degrees outside.
Yeah, you can see how
Yeah.
cold
It
it
was
was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cold.
that's crazy.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could have frozen if we
Yeah.
were left out there. It was
Yeah.
like
Man.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
if you go there, like please get a car
Yeah.
because we
Just
didn't
rent a
think
car,
about
guys.
that.
How
Please
far
rent
is
a
it?
car.
How far is it from the city?
It's far.
Is it?
I mean, it's like
Dang.
near Mount Fuji,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
like on the other side, and it's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
So did it take like? Is it like an hour?
Yeah,
away?
it
Damn,
took
okay.
us like we had to
Longer.
take a 2-hour bus ride,
that's
and then we had
Wow.
to take a train,
Yeah.
and then we had to like it was a lot.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Dang.
Yeah,
That is
every time I think like it's crazy because you mentioned a lot of Japanese are actually scared of ghosts, but then they love horror.
Yeah.
You know, like they
True,
love horror, like for
yeah.
sure. So, because whenever I think of Japanese, I always think of like The Ring, The Grudge,
Yeah.
and
Yep. Yeah.
all those kind of things. And I know there's quite a lot of people that actually love that kind of shit. But now that you mentioned like not a lot of people actually like paranormal or ghosts or
Yeah, it's because
stuff.
they're attacked.
Mhm.
Like apparently they get attacked by them.
That's crazy.
So they're scared
okay.
for their own safety.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would be too.
Which
Yeah,
is
it would-
scary.
It makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really want to
Yeah.
deal with
I
that.
know, I get attacked.
Have you ever
Yeah.
thought about maybe going to? Because I know there are some of those houses. Like I'm not sure where in Japan. It might be like Tokyo or something. But the houses where it looks like The Grudge.
Yeah.
Have you
yeah.
ever
my
thought about
goodness.
maybe like doing an investigation at maybe a haunted one?
I would love that. I think my friend Josh has done a lot in Japan exploring with
Exploring with
Josh.
Josh, yeah.
So
yeah.
if you guys want to see some really dope Japan content,
Yeah.
then Exploring with Josh has some.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would definitely go back though, and I want to experience more things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I would
That's
definitely
a lot
love to see
more.
like do an investigation at like a Grudge type house
Oh,
and
I
seeing the
know.
blue boy coming out of the
Oh,
ceiling.
You're gonna just have it all over Kelsi. Oh my god.
Trying to do.
Just saying, there's like things crawling over there.
Hey, it would be crazy though. I mean, it'd be super. No, we remember Nuke's Top 5? We were watching that
Yeah.
one guy. Yeah, there was a guy
No,
that had
I-
gone and did a paranormal investigation at a house that looked like The Grudge, and it was inside of a closet. And supposedly the guy was
Was it the one peeking out?
yeah, it
Like
was the one peeking
yeah.
out, and it
We've
looked
seen
like
that
the
a
blue
lot.
boy.
Yeah, or
And
like
it-
we've seen a lot of
creepy.
feats.
Yeah, and they like
they're,
pale
like,
feet and
hanging
stuff
or,
like that.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot
Yeah.
from like watching his
Yeah.
videos.
It's
yeah.
fucking
Whoa.
creepy.
It's
I would,
like, oh
I
my
would
God.
not want to like see any shit. Have you ever
Yeah.
ever experienced anything like that? Like seeing actual like faces or like pale feet? And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
seen
sure.
some things that are just I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
You can't even like explain what it is.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen like a white it's almost like they're wearing a mask. Like in Spirited Away, No Face?
Yeah.
Oh,
How
Yeah.
it's all black with like a white mask. I've seen stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's weird.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know what it is
Yeah.
though. I don't even know how to explain what it is. I've seen a lot of things crawling for
Yeah.
sure. We call it just the crawlers, I
Mhm.
guess.
Crawlers.
Is what you just call them.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's there's a lot of things.
Yeah, for sure.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain a lot of them. I feel like there's just so many different realms too, and some of them just like with quantum physics and how there's all these parallel realities and parallel dimensions happening simultaneously. Like they're all here right now. It's like some of them bleed through into each other, so you don't know what realm that is or what is like. There's so much that we just don't even realize. It's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
crazy.
Yeah,
We
that
don't
is
see
crazy.
that, yeah.
Yeah, you know, because another thing too, I feel like a lot of investigators like you and Omar, it's hard to capture things that a lot of people like, seeing a pale face, and those are kind of things that you guys end up seeing, but and then you try to capture it, but it's gone. That's why sometimes like the videos I see on Nukes, it's like, is that real? Is it like,
Right,
it's like, how
It's
did they capture
crazy.
this like at the moment?
Sometimes they do. And
Yeah. See, that's why I'm saying it's
but
like
then
you got to be lucky.
sometimes it's like you see it, but like I don't know. It's hard to explain that. It's like your third eye and stuff.
Yeah.
How you just see things. Like sometimes the camera can't pick it up because
sure.
the camera's not seeing it like you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Too.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we're kind of on the locations here. From when I watch your videos, I really like how you go around. Like you go to new places, and it's like almost seeing someone investigate things with the open eyes, because there's so much like out there you can see, like you're mentioning, right?
Yeah.
But for us, it's like kind of like a California. I was wondering, what is your favorite, most active locations for paranormal activity in California? Like, do you have a top 3 for like people maybe watching that would be like, ooh?
In California, I've been to so many places, it's crazy. I think like there's the bunker, which is an escape room, but there is a story of a little girl down there, and she like came to me, and that's how I found the escape room, was this girl.
Oh,
And there's a story of her, and that she got locked down there and starved and died, and like really sad story. So that place is really cool. There's like so many haunted escape rooms, which is weird.
Wow.
And you know what's weird? I've never done
weird.
an escape room,
Yeah.
but I've investigated them. Like I need to go like do one, I
For
feel
sure,
like.
yeah.
But there's the basement escape room too, and they have a poltergeist in there.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
And it's like a shapeshifter, but it throws things, so I think it's considered a poltergeist. I don't really know, but we had like our friend had a hydro flask that was like this big. It was full. It got knocked off this bench. We all heard it just like topple
shit.
over and
Wow.
start rolling.
Damn.
And they have security cameras in there, so you just see their props and stuff getting thrown, tossed, things like that.
Yeah.
So that place is really, really interesting too. And then, I want to say, I'm trying to think of what a really good place here is. I've been to so many places.
Yeah.
It's like insane. Let me think. There's like the Kellogg House that that's
the
where
Kellogg,
Yeah,
I
Kellogg House. Yeah.
yeah, I went on a field trip there when I was little, and that was one of my first ghost experiences that I remember from when I was super young. And I remember this like little girl coming to me when we were all playing with the toys or whatever in the toy room. There was a little girl, and like no one else was acknowledging her.
Whoa.
And so I reached out to that house later and found out that that's very common with the little kids who come on field trips. They
Yeah.
always point out the little girl.
That's
So
crazy.
that place too is definitely interesting
Another active
to check
place.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those like definitely gonna. I don't know if I want to check those
Yeah.
out, but Kelsi is definitely way more experienced, and
We're still on the baby steps.
we're still because last time I did say I want to definitely get into doing some like investigations, and this is kind of
Yeah.
going into my next question for you is like, there really isn't much of a tutorial on YouTube on like how to guide people on
Right.
going out to be a paranormal investigator, and what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Like, can you kind of provide us like a step by step on what you should do when you get to the location? What you should do once you're done.
Yeah, what I like to do is when I arrive, if I don't set my boundaries, then that's when you get scratched or you get touched or things like that. So, unless you want to get touched, like some people want to,
I know. Some people
for
actually do.
validation. Some people want to experience that, which is
Yeah.
fine. But if you don't want that, just protect yourself. Just walk in and let them know, hey, I'm protected.
Yeah.
you're not allowed to touch me, you're not allowed in my energy space. You can use the energy of our equipment is a good way to let them know, like, don't use my energy, because then you get drained, you get really tired too, because they will use your energy if they have access to it. So I would definitely do that, and just like I would research the location before you go, because I've been doing, like, I didn't want to research things before I went, because I wanted to, you know, prove my gifts and stuff, you know, for sure. But I did have a bad experience of not researching a place before I went there, and it did lead to, like, really bad experiences too. So I say definitely look into what you're getting yourself into first, and then I don't know, just be respectful to the spirits. They're not there to be provoked, you know. Like, some people are very aggressive with it, so just be kind and be, you know, respectful, and they'll respect you most of the time.
For sure.
It's worth a shot.
Is there, like, I don't know if this might be just one of those things you see in the movie, but do people actually bring, like, holy water with them? Do they bring, like, crosses that are blessed? Like, is that something we should actually be doing as well?
Yeah, it depends on your beliefs and what you believe in. So I always bring, like, red dragon blood sage for me, and my crystals. I like my little rocks. So that's like my form of protection. I think that no matter what form of protection you have, the intent is to protect, and you will be protected by the divine. So I definitely think that you should reach out to your guardians or your angels or whatever you believe in. You know,
for sure.
Even the universe. If you're like, just protect me, someone.
Just
like, help.
No, exactly. You know, when it comes to, like, using, like, equipment, you know, spirit boxes, of course, like, you really don't want to use Ouija boards. I don't even want to use Ouija boards. I guess if you want to, you can, but, like, what should you do in that case when you start using, like, paranormal equipment? Like, is kind of like with Ouija boards, do you have to close it out if you use a spirit box? Or
Anything like, so the thing with Ouija boards, it's interesting how they got, like, this bad rep around them, because there's a way to use them without it being bad. It's just the form of, you're opening up an area of communication, basically, with anything. You know, whether you do the spirit box or whatever, like, you are opening it up no matter what. So as long as you set your boundaries, and if you end the session, thank you for talking with me, can you please stay here, don't follow me home, things like that, because they will follow you home
for sure.
Time.
So is that something you should also do, like, when you use a spirit box? The same kind of thing?
I would close it out, say goodbye, unless you're in the in the middle of an investigation and you want them to keep coming through. You can just stop it, and then they'll be there.
For sure.
Yeah.
That definitely helps, you know. That's gonna help. Yeah, because honestly, we have been talking about, you know, actually going out and ghost hunting and, you know, stuff like that. So we definitely want to just take those precautions. Another question is too, you know, like, with her being pregnant, like, we've talked about this, obviously, you know, is that something that she shouldn't be around? Like, if we want to go ghost hunting, do you think she'd be safe to ghost hunt while she's pregnant, or?
I think so, because I think that if you're protecting yourself and you have two souls with you, so that's, like, even more protection too. If you think about it, honestly, I don't think it's gonna go, like, in the baby and, like, possess it or something.
That's what he keeps talking about. He's like,
because you're protecting it. You have this whole barrier around you. You are protected, you know. So, like, your baby is protected. For sure. So that's something, like, it depends on how you feel, how comfortable you feel. You can even, like, call out to your angels for even more protection to do that. I always wondered that too, because I'm like, when I get pregnant,
you're like, how am I gonna do investigations?
Right? No, I always wondered that, but if you really think about it, we are so much more powerful than these negative entities. We just are. Like, we are beyond more powerful than we realize. I mean, we truly we're creators. Like, we create our reality. We are powerful. So it's like, you don't really have anything to be afraid of, even though, like, yes, your mind's gonna be like, holy shit, what the hell, like, you're gonna be afraid, but there really isn't anything to be afraid of.
Okay.
That's good to know. Yeah,
That's
because
good
I mean,
to
that was
know.
just one thing, we had talked about.
Because they've been wanting to investigate to the Queen Mary, and then we're like, oh, now we're expecting a baby. I was like, I might have to hold off just in
Well,
case.
if you think about it, everywhere you go, there are spirits.
That's true.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You're just going into places that have more activity known than others.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the grocery store, for example, I see a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
All the time. Like every time I'm at the store, I'm like, why? I literally like threaded that. I was like, why are there so many ghosts at grocery stores?
Like grabbing lettuce heads?
They're usually just like standing by the shelf or like looking at items. I'm like, what are you shopping for?
You're like, oh, this is new today.
Yeah, like what's going on?
That's hella funny.
I hope he doesn't take the last milk.
Right? Very possessive person who took my milk. How dare you?
Talking about the Queen Mary, I actually did one. I don't think I asked this last time, but did you ever? And I forgot if you investigated B340.
Yes.
You've done it already.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what? How was it?
It was there's definitely something demonic in there for sure,
man.
which is why it's so like active in there.
Yeah.
The whole ship is just I don't know. I think that we figured out something with the wood too. It's like there's a lot of residual energy in the wood because wood like holds a lot of energy too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we figured that out. The Queen Mary is just like so dear to my heart.
I love the Queen Mary.
Yeah, that was like when I was 7 years old. I had one of my first like apparitions of a lady coming to me in a white dress when I was young, and my grandpa sailed on the Queen Mary when he was 8 years old to America.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow, that's a lot of
that
connection.
ship's like part of my family history
Yeah.
too.
Dang, that's
So
crazy.
yeah, there's a lot of spirits there, and they always remember me too when I go back.
Like,
Kelsey, you're here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've had some fans go on there and say that the spirit box said my name too.
Whoa,
that's crazy.
Which is interesting
Okay.
too. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
goodness.
Yeah, that's
my
crazy.
friends, my homies.
Like, hello, guys.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Do you
Reunion.
think, as our first place to investigate, do you think that's a pretty good place to investigate for the
Yes.
first
So,
time?
like, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, the spirits are just they're there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're not. I have had some negative experiences, but there's just like there's so much history there. It's just
Yeah, for
cool
sure.
to walk
Yeah.
around. It's just really really cool
Yeah,
to,
for sure.
to see. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's never been yet.
Yeah, I've never been.
So
I've
that's
lived
why I've
in
been.
Long Beach my whole life,
Yeah.
but I still haven't been to the
Yeah, that's why I've been
You
wanting to
gotta
take
go.
her.
You have to.
I
You
do
haven't
want
been yet, right?
to.
I haven't been my cousin had a wedding there, and I had on the Queen Mary.
Okay.
So yeah, had some things there, but I've never been on like the tours or anything.
Tours,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That's-
you gotta go down to like the boiler room.
Boiler
Yeah,
room.
that's
See,
what
that's
in that
saying,
pool
too.
thing.
Yeah.
Ask
the pool,
John.
yeah.
Ask John to knock. John Petter. If you go under his door, he'll knock for you.
Oh shit, that's
If you ask
crazy.
him, you'll hear it's loud.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we might have to do that.
Tips.
Yeah, so because so when just quick story, like when I had gone on the Queen Mary my first time, I think it was like 2008, 2009 or something like that. I had brought my camera in, with me, and we went into the boiler room, and I just started kind of taking. I had no idea it was like haunted or really anything about it, so just kind of was taking pictures in the boiler room, and I go back home and look at the pictures, and I actually see like a white spirit in the picture, and that shit freaked me out, so I deleted it. And I know, and then but now I regret it because I was like, damn, I had like evidence right there that I
Yeah.
could have shown later on, because
Yeah.
I tell a lot of people this story, but it's like I don't have
Yeah,
evidence.
where's the proof?
I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Come on.
Where's the
Where
proof?
is
I was
it?
like, I could just say Kelsey knows it's haunted, guys. Just
Yeah,
just believe
She
me.
knows.
She knows. Just believe me, okay? So yeah, that makes me definitely
Source,
more.
just trust me, bro. Just trust me.
Facts. No, that definitely makes me excited now to just go there for our first investigation and see what we can actually pull. So
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta do it.
I'm
for
excited.
sure.
You gotta spend the night.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You gotta get a room.
Oh my
yeah, it's
god.
creepy.
You gotta do it. You have to.
Didn't you and
gonna
Drew
be
do that?
Oh yeah, we've done it a
Okay,
few
yeah.
times.
Yeah. Oh my
okay.
goodness.
Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. That might be later down the line.
Maybe second trip.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
second trip. Maybe second trip.
So like, we're talking right now about like what you're doing when you're researching or doing paranormal investigations. When I watch your videos, like I've seen other people do the Estes method, right? And they do it differently. Like, you know, where they all have the same method, if you don't know what it is someone wears headphones that are soundproof, and then they're having like they're doing just basically like, it's like a radio, right? Like it's going through.
Yeah, so you're like you're just saying what the spirit box is telling you, basically.
But you can't hear nothing around you. So that's the crazy part. With yours, I think with your energy that you have, you get some really interesting readings.
It's crazy.
So it's probably my favorite thing that you do. And I was just thinking, do you have a specific memory for you that sticks out, like out of doing the Estes method, as like that one like changed a lot of your perspective of investigating?
Yeah, so we did the Estes method at did we do it? So I think we were thinking about doing the Estes method in the Missouri State Penitentiary. I can't remember if we did it prior to this, but Omar had this idea, and he was like, since you have gifts, let's see if you can do the Estes method, but without anything in your ears. So I guess it's not the Estes method.
Yeah,
he called it the green light
Yeah,
method.
I remember this.
Yeah, because the triangle turned green when he said that. So he was like, yo, let's call it the green light method, you know?
Yeah.
So I went on the other side of the prison. They made sure that I couldn't hear them. You know, they went on the other side.
Yeah.
And I put the headphones on, and I put on the noise canceling option. Like, they're like the Apple AirPod headphones, you know, they noise cancel pretty well.
Yeah.
And so I just put them on and covered my ears, and I just said what would come to my mind, basically.
Yeah.
And then in the midst of it, like at first we were getting responses. We weren't sure if it was just coincidence or what. And then I started saying things that were aligning with everything they were asking. And they went, I did not know where they went in this, like, this was a very large area, and there's a lot of cells. And I had no idea where they went. And they were standing in front of these two cells, and I said, the one in front of you, number 9. And they look, and they are standing in front of cell number 9. And that's when they were like, what the hell? Like, freaked out. So I think that was really interesting. I do want to do that more. It's been kind of hard because, like, we're in a lot of closed houses. So, like, I don't want to be able to hear them at all. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that it's just proof.
For sure.
So I do want to do that method more, though. So I think that's a very interesting thing. And then when I do the Estes method, I'm starting to, like, my body starts moving on its own, which it's been doing that since I reached enlightenment and since meditation. Because the day I reached enlightenment, I mean, spirit took over my entire body. It was the craziest thing I've ever experienced.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's crazy.
yeah, so it's just like this, I don't know what it is, but my
Like,
body...
is it you feel your body, or are you actually physically
I know
moving?
it's moving, but it's not me moving it. Like, it just starts going, like, it does it when I'm in deep meditation. Like, when I do it, I'll start, like, moving my body. It's so weird. And I was editing, and I was like, I don't remember moving like that.
That's
you know,
crazy.
I look back at the footage, it's kind of scary, but kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, like, I think I've been getting a lot deeper into, like, the Estes method, because it closes off your senses so that you are, like, more in tune, too.
Yeah.
And these loud words are blasting your ear, too.
Oh
So
my
For
gosh,
sure, yeah.
It's interesting.
It is.
Yeah, that is
so-
crazy.
And the last time you were here in the podcast, you read our auras. We wanted to know if it's still the same. I know you
I
haven't
don't
read
know if you
Larry's
maybe
yet,
remember
but-
what our auras look like,
Yeah,
but
his was
Yeah.
yellow, and then I think mine was like blue and violet.
You still,
so-
I was
Oh,
gonna
still
say
the
you still
same.
have that violet on
Okay.
the side. It's interesting because you actually do have more down by your stomach too.
Wow.
It's almost like another aura too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the
Oh,
baby's
the baby.
aura or if it's just like, but it's yellow. It's like right down there. It's
Well, that's
crazy.
you.
yeah.
that's from me.
It's part of him. That's
That's cool.
That's actually so funny.
That is funny.
You actually have more green going on today.
Crazy. What is
Yeah.
green?
Oh.
Green's a lot with your heart chakra. It's like a lot of, I don't know, healing energy. Like, you've been very I don't know, maybe it's with her pregnancy, you've been very like healing in a way.
Yeah.
Maybe you're like helping the baby or whatever your energy is doing. It's like you're
Yeah.
helping in some sort of healing
Yeah.
with your heart chakra. I don't know. It's weird.
Do you see some yellow still?
Not right now, no.
It's just green?
Just green.
It's just green right now,
Okay.
but your aura always kind of adjusts and changes no matter
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
doing,
Yeah.
and it usually has multiple colors. That's just the one I'm seeing.
That
with
you're
you
seeing
right
right
now.
now.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh
go.
my
That's,
gosh.
and that's
Yeah.
still good
Green.
though. That's still
Yeah,
good.
green's a good
Yeah.
color.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
still good.
nice.
Yeah, you haven't read his. So.
Oh yes, we
What
do
is he
want to
looking
know
like?
Larry's.
Trying to get past the
The-
costume. It's blue. It's blue.
It's blue and red.
You have a lot of orange right now, actually. A lot of orange. I can't remember what orange is, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you have a lot of genuine, just genuinity. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word.
It sounds like it
We'll
could
make
be.
it
You're
word.
just very
Yeah.
genuine with your energy, and you're very particular with who you share your energy with, which is good. You're also, I feel a lot of creativity too. Like, I don't know if it's with business or what it is, but there is a lot of like creativity going on in your brain.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
do have the goofy colors.
No. Well, yeah, I'm a food character. Well, I picked orange, but yeah, that's kind of we're on the hard notes.
Yeah.
But no, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's my brain does kind of thing like that on the creative side. Like there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's not
There's a
necessarily.
lot going on in your brain, but like sometimes you're not able to say what it is because it's like, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But it's very
Yeah.
creative.
Okay.
That kind of does sound like
That
you.
sounds
It
a lot
sounds
like,
like
me.
you,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what that nails it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm nailed it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I remember last year when you read our auras, you were
Yeah.
like spot on. I was
I
like,
know.
yeah, this shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, it was that was an awesome experience. So
Yeah,
thanks for
Yeah,
reading our
thank you for
auras again.
reading
with us.
ours.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Kelsi. So, do you have a favorite memory, like just right now, helping someone? You helped me because that kind
Oh.
of like identifies kind of something that helped me. I
Oh,
appreciate that.
God,
Do you
yeah.
have a favorite memory of helping someone while communicating with the spirit?
Oh yeah, there's been like so many crazy experiences. Oh my gosh, there was this one girl I met at VidCon actually, and she came up to me and she just wanted to know if anyone was with her, you know, and I kept seeing this woman with her and she was a lot older. I felt like it was her grandma, and I was like, she's super tiny, like she's super like teeny. And she's very, she's like very with you. Like you guys were very, very close. And I said a bunch of things and she just started crying because she was like, right when you said she was tiny, that's literally like how I describe her to everyone is that she's this tiny lady, you know? And she just started crying because she was just grateful that her grandma was with her too. And it was just interesting to be in like that environment, like at VidCon of all
Yeah.
places,
Yeah.
you know? There were a couple other fans that I had messages for too, and they were just so grateful. It was really cool to
That is cool.
Yeah,
be
that's
able to
so
help
nice.
people who like
Yeah.
watch me and like
For sure.
whatnot.
Yeah, no, exactly,
Yeah.
100%. Before we move on to a couple of our last questions, I do want to ask, like, are there any spirits in here right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Are there?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Because I really wanted to see if we could, like, if you could contact them.
Okay.
Like, I wanted to see if, like, maybe you can talk to them and see, like, why they're here, or, like, do they like us being here, or something like that.
Yeah,
If you can pull
there's-
out, like, a spirit box, or...
Yeah, I have really good apps too. There's actually 3 standing. Like,
Are they just
1,
watching us
2,
right now?
3. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's,
Oh wow.
it's interesting. Like, I don't know if it's they all kind of look similar though, which is interesting. I don't know
Oh.
if they're all from the same family
Mhm.
or
Okay.
if they're just they all just
They're
look
here.
similar. They have a very similar body
Do
type.
they look creepy?
They're kind of shadows, but they're not. I don't feel anything bad with
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
They're just kind of observant.
Is one of them the naked guy?
No, he's not naked. I don't see a weenie. No,
He's gone, I'm assuming then.
Let's
So.
like cut that part
here
out.
right now. Yeah, I'm just like,
Like
the shadow has another leg.
Yeah, because me and Rachel still talk about it
Yeah,
because
my,
we well
go
the thing
ahead.
is we now
Oh, it
have
says too many. Too
Too
many
many.
legs.
oh,
Whoa.
too many.
I mean, there is more guys here too.
Yeah.
I feel like a couple of them are actually like with you guys
Oh.
too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Wow. There's for you guys that don't know. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
got a couple friends
Yeah,
over
we
here
got a couple
watching.
friends over watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get anything. Can you guys talk? If you guys can come through on this, or you can talk to me directly. Yeah, there's 3.
There's 3.
There's 3.
For sure. They're all men, too. They're all male.
Oh, wow.
I feel like there's one with you, actually.
Damn.
Oh, Rebecca.
Like, almost like a guide, like an ancestor that's just kind of guiding you. Yeah, because he's standing, like, by you, and he's, like, I don't know, I feel like an energy attachment with you, but it's not bad. It's not anything, like, you should be worried about. She's like, help. She's like, I got my crystals on. Let's see. He's a little more slender looking.
Slender Man.
Oh, God.
Wow, immediately goes to the baddest like thing.
I feel like he's guiding you. I feel like there's like been kind of an emotional release that's been needed that he's been trying to help you with. Like there was a full moon too, so it's like maybe they're coming after that. I don't know what that said.
Sweet.
Are you here to help Rebecca? Can you say that again? Sometimes it's hard to hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to put it to the microphone. Yeah, you read me.
Oh.
Wow.
Shoot.
Yeah. I keep hearing house.
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 Yeah, it said I'm right next to you.
Oh.
Wow. I have someone looking after you.
Have you ever felt like there's someone with you?
No,
No.
she's
Oh,
super.
wow.
I've never had any kind of experience.
Really?
Dang.
That's crazy.
She haven't or something.
Ooh.
She
Yeah.
hasn't.
He's like, yeah, she's been ignoring.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe that's why he like wants acknowledgement right now because he definitely helps guide you. I feel like he's from your father's side as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of funny you said that because the first thing that came to mind is like my grandpa. I never met my grandpa. And you said ancestor. When you said that, I thought
Yes.
maybe my grandpa.
Possibly.
I never met him or anything.
I didn't meet mine either, and mine I would see all the time. He died before my mom was born, so it could be your ancestral. Like maybe he's paying off some. What is it? Sometimes spirits will be with people for a while, and they'll help guide them to like help with their karmic, things like that, their karma and their soul, and I don't know. There's a lot of like things with like the soul and like its progression and what they learn and how they help get their karma and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if he did something in his life and then now he's paying off his debts basically, so he's kind of like guiding you
Yeah.
to help his karma too, is what I feel. But I definitely feel like he's on your father's side. So
Dang.
yeah,
Is that something she should now acknowledge, you think?
you don't have to if you don't want to. He understands, like, if you're not open to it or if you don't want to see him, like, he totally gets that. He doesn't want to scare you. Like, that's the last thing he wants is to scare you.
Yeah.
I'm so open to it.
Yeah.
I
Dang.
don't, like I said, I've never had any kind of like.
That's the thing though. She's why we're doing paranormal. A little background is like she's never. I've had paranormal experience with other things, but she hasn't, and it's so crazy. The first thing you pick up is
It's
her,
her.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's not expecting anything like
Yeah.
that. She was
Maybe
expecting.
That's what I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Like if I experience it, like cool. I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't at all. Like I'm so open to it, and it's like I'm just curious because like.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is I haven't had anyone close to me pass away.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And so I like for me I didn't think I had an attachment to anything or anything.
Yeah. Most people have guardians, like people do, like whether they switch off or whether you have multiple. I think everyone has like guardians though, like
Yeah.
everyone, so I think that he's one of them for sure. And in this moment, he's been helping you. Maybe you're starting a spiritual awakening too.
Dang.
Dang.
Like now we gotta go ghost hunting for sure
Have you
now.
been like interested more so in all of like the I don't know, the other side and like spirituality, have you been like feeling called to it in a way, like interested? I don't know. I feel like you're like starting this spiritual awakening.
Been interested.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just like for me, I'm like, how do I start? Like I've always wanted to like
Yeah.
experience.
Okay.
I guess maybe that's why.
Yeah, you're being called to it almost. Like,
That's cool. Well, that's cool.
no, that's chill. That's cool.
That's dope.
I was talking to him because we were watching your stuff this week, and I was like, that's so cool that you're able to be able to communicate with others, you know, other spirits, other whatever they are, 'cause it's not just ghosts and spirits,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm like, it must be scary at the same time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because you don't know why they're there.
Right,
what's
right.
going on, you know? But I was like, dang, that's just like, that's cool, that's crazy. But
Yeah.
too, when he was asking, like, were you able to help anyone? Like, for me, I'm like if I could help someone like that, like,
Yeah.
I would love to do that, you know?
Yeah.
But I've never had any kind of experience or anything like that. Even though I'm so open to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm open to it, and I would love to experience something like that, but
Yeah.
Still
I
nothing.
think that once you're like more open to it and once you start acknowledging it a little bit, I think that you're gonna have more experiences.
Dang.
Dang.
Call out that ghost.
I've been there like my whole life.
Since you were
which is-
little, I see you like
Oh,
little.
wow.
Like I just had a vision, like right when you said that I
Dang.
saw you as a toddler.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's been there since you were young. Like you're like playing with toys. Like that's when I see you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I mean, all I can think of is my grandpa. That's the
Yeah.
only, like, when you said ancestor.
Yeah.
That's all I can think
Yeah.
of. But I never met him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Now you gotta you open your eyes wide
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that, Kelsi. Appreciate it.
Yeah. That was just like he was more adamant. The other
Yeah.
ones were just kind of like here.
Yeah.
They're just kind of
like,
vibing.
chilling
so the
here.
three that you see, like those
When
are
I-
just kind of like random spirits.
I don't know. Sometimes they'll be there, but they don't really like feel like they need acknowledgement. They're just kind of
Okay, they're just
So they don't
there,
even
yeah.
want to talk. They just want to.
yeah. Sometimes they'll have messages though. Like this
Yeah.
man was he was just like, I'm with her, you know,
Mhm.
basically
Yeah.
just like showing me.
Yeah.
They show me visually too, so it's not really like them speaking to me. Sometimes it's more of a knowledge or
Yeah.
a sense of
Yeah.
knowing
Mhm.
too. So that's when it gets confusing
Yeah.
for me
Okay.
too.
For sure.
But the spiritual journey this year has been just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure it has. I remember you had mentioned to Rachel last year that you also see her like she has some kind of like powers
Oh yeah.
as well.
You're like an
Oh,
antenna.
Oh.
Like, you know, like yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
you're
Okay.
You definitely have like that because there was that violet in you, which is like
Yeah.
there's a lot of things with intuition and
Yeah.
knowing things, and like people are drawn to you to like some people will sit there and vent to you, and you might
Yeah.
even not know why, but it's because you're an antenna. You're here to like listen and to
Yeah.
you help them by like listening,
Yeah.
basically. Too.
Yeah, it happens often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, and that's why, because I know when you.
That's good,
when,
though.
Yeah, which
when-
is good. It's fine.
It
It,
is, yeah,
doesn't
it's a good
bother
thing.
me. It's like I,
Yeah.
you know, it's the way for me to at least try to help the person out as much as I can.
Just
yeah.
by listening
Yeah.
helps for
Mhm.
sure.
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember, like, right when you said that, she was definitely like, she's like, I think I do have powers. Like, I gotta try to open
I
up.
think everyone has
I don't know
that.
how
Yeah.
far though.
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
ended up
yeah.
buying like the what is it,
Well, I
dragon
have
blood or
the
the
sage,
red dragon.
yeah, the red.
yeah.
mhm. I
Yeah,
still
red dragon
haven't
sage.
done it
And she
yet,
still
but
hasn't used it yet and stuff like that. But
because I feel like I haven't felt like the need to use it yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I think that everyone has the everyone has the gifts, but it's a matter of opening them up or like really getting in tune with them
Yeah,
and stuff. So
sure.
I truly believe like I don't think there's just some people who are like maybe some people are born more open than others.
Yeah.
But I think everyone has the capability
Yeah.
to explore this side, you
Yeah.
know.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's dope. Thanks, Kelsi, for trying to communicate. What's the app actually use? Because I'm gonna need that. So
Yeah. The link is in my description. This is the necrometer.
Necrometer. There you go.
Necrometer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
it's
talk about it.
interesting.
yeah, because I know a
Often.
lot. Well, because there's the necrophonic app, right? Too,
Yeah.
that I think. Are you still using that?
Yes,
or okay,
yeah.
you still use
This
that?
is by the
Okay.
same creators. It's interesting because a lot of people are like, oh, why are you using your phone? Like, why aren't you using a little radio?
Like the actual spirit box,
yeah,
I
but
guess.
I'm like,
yeah.
if you think about it, the phone is a radio, it's
Yeah.
a camera, it has so much energy, and I was looking into like the wavelengths of radio frequency versus like phones
Yeah.
and what their I think it's the electromagnetic frequency
Yeah.
that they put off. I was looking at the scale. The radios are down here and the phones are up here. So if you think about it, it gives spirit more energy to manipulate than a radio.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, that's why I really like these apps.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, I've gotten some crazy responses on them. They've
Yeah.
said my name, they've said my friends' names. Also,
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you know, like the regular spirit box, like I think it's called the SB
Yeah.
or something. I forget what it's called. Those are expensive too. Yet the
Yeah.
phones can pretty much do
Yeah,
the
it's
same
like
exact
$10.
thing.
like,
Yeah,
I
$10.
know.
You know, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And I've seen some like I think Omar's showcased some really crazy like spirit box. Like they actually have like something that looks like a radio.
Yeah,
where people like deck them
I think
out.
that's like
and-
the
Yeah.
SB11 or something.
SB11, yeah, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Which,
There's so
those
many.
are great too.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
And I mean, they get the job done, but I mean,
Yeah.
I think the difference too is like, obviously the radio has the
Yes.
versus
Yeah,
this.
the
It's like,
whole one.
and I think a lot of people maybe get annoyed of the, you
The
know,
whole,
the
like,
ticking
yeah.
sound and
Yeah,
you know stuff like
it's
that.
just
The
loud
static.
It's
because
loud.
you can't hear things going on around you
For sure.
too.
Yeah.
So this is just like easier.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. When you do, well, when it comes to the S's method, I think a lot of people do use like the regular like ticking.
Yeah,
like,
for me, I use the.
You just use that too?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just use this. I mean, I'm open to using the
Yeah.
other one too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever
Yeah.
gets the job
Whatever
done.
gets
We might
done.
have to try the SS method
Well,
too.
you were just talking about the Ouija board, how that could be, you know, something that has no bandwidth or anything. That's really
Yeah.
using your energy. That's why I was always
Yeah.
scared of it. It's because it
There's-
feels like you're giving your energy, but when you
Right.
explain it like that, it's like, well, what are you welcoming in? You know, like, are
Right.
you?
Sure.
No matter what, yeah.
I'm being in the Latino and Hispanic community, I think it just looked at it a different way. For only my speaking on my opinion here is because everyone related it to bad
Yeah.
spirits. But when
Yeah.
you explain it like that, helps a lot more because then you're protecting yourself when you go
Yeah.
in. You're just kind of rolling with that and just
I've
knowing to close it off.
Yeah, I've had some great experiences with the Ouija board,
Mm-hmm.
like talking to good things. You know, I've had really great experiences with it, but I've had bad ones too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
But same thing with
The-
everything
The same
else.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Too, you know?
Yeah, and I think, you know, like what you said earlier, Ouija boards definitely. I mean, obviously, I don't really want to touch one. You know,
Yeah,
but, you know,
that's
they do
okay.
get a bad rap.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
they
bad
do.
rap for you know just being evil, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people seeing it as an evil thing because, especially like Conjuring shows
yeah.
the Ouija board. That's what opened.
Right.
You know, so it's definitely. I think just in pop culture, just in general, it's like it has a bad rep.
Yeah, but
You
then
know.
you like think of it like logistically, then you're like, wait a minute, this is like the same
Exactly.
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah,
You know,
Exactly.
they're like,
same exact thing.
yeah, I
we're-
guess the only thing is because they're moving the board or they're using your energy to, I don't know, but they are doing that for like the dowsing rods too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
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 You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
there's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I like I said, I definitely am excited to dive in and try to get into ghost hunting and stuff and see what we can actually pick up. So
Yeah.
you've definitely been an inspiration.
I know.
Yeah, for
you've
sure.
definitely-
Yeah.
you've definitely
Absolutely.
been an inspiration. Moving away from some of the paranormal stuff, I do want to get into like your newest song and the music video. It's so powerful. You really got on a personal level with this one. Especially with the music video, it definitely sold it. Showcases some negative energy throughout the video, but the end definitely sells it with the positivity and happiness. And it was dope seeing Drew like at the end of the
I
music
know.
video. It was so cool. Can you speak on like writing this song, why you went this direction, and also like the whole visual aspect of the music video from like pre-production, post-production, and the whole production in general?
Yeah, so I received like a demo of a song from Camanabago. So they wrote and produced it, and it was originally like this love song and this love story and stuff. And then like there were a lot of lyrics that resonated with me because I had a really bad experience on my birthday, which was September 10th. And it was basically like this childhood friend just showed their true colors to my whole family and like just kind of went ballistic on me like on the night of my birthday, which was really sad, and this was someone that I was very close to, and I mean, it was like a breakup, you know, like it's when you lose someone so close to you and you find out that they're not who you thought they were in your reality, you know, like you have this perspective of people and you realize that it's just like, wow, I like thought this the whole time, but in reality I was just seeing, I don't know, I always see the good in people, which is like a blessing and a curse, because then I don't see like the bad, you know what I mean? So then I had my friend Jessie come over, Jessie Page, and we rewrote a lot of the lyrics because she knew the situation, she was like there through it and stuff, like knew about it. And so we rewrote a lot of the lyrics, and it just turned out to be this beautiful song about, I don't know, just kind of setting my boundaries and just taking my birthday back. Like, come on, like what's up with people ruining people's birthdays? I like posted about my birthday, and like all these people have horrible birthday stories, and I'm like, why do people target birthdays?
Yeah,
like
it's such a special day to celebrate.
It's like, why can't you wait till the day after?
I was like,
why the birthday?
Yeah, exactly.
12:01 a.m.
Yeah, they're like looking at the clock. Oh, it's their birthday, I gotta go. Like, why? It's like crazy. But it just like ruined my perspective on my birthday, you know? So I got with Kira Gardner, who is an amazing director and friend of mine, and her dad's all in the Hollywood world. He does all the Chucky dolls for the movies and like super awesome family. And she knew about the story too, because I think we were friends around that time, and like, or after that I think, and I kind of vented to her about it. And so she had a similar experience too with an old friend as well. And so she like, I don't know, we kind of came up with this whole concept. It changed and adjusted as we went, but it was just all about having these negative people, you know, trying to pull you down, and these negative feelings and depression, anxiety. You know, I had like PTSD from it, like that night, because it was really aggressive. It was just like, I had nightmares about it and stuff like that. So it's just all about like fighting all those negative feelings, you know, and I think that a lot of people can relate to that, and you're finding your way out of it basically, and finding your way into the light, because you're the only person who can do that for yourself, you know. So it was just all about that, and it just turned out so beautiful. Kira killed it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like
she did.
Insane.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a great music video. It looked like a movie.
Yeah.
It was like a
that
movie
was
pretty
really
much. Yeah,
good.
she did an amazing job. I saw you also had your premiere too, so congrats on that. That was
Thank you
dope.
so much.
Yeah, definitely. You had like a mini theater.
I did.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it was special. It was really special. I had
for
all
sure.
my friends and family there, and a lot of people who were there that night too, because they had the short end of the stick that night too. They were part of it, you know, of this just really intense event that happened. So they were in there crying, you know, because they were part of it too. It hurt them too. So it was just cool to have everyone there, and it's wild.
Sure, yeah. Congrats on the song and the music video. You know, it's definitely awesome.
It's very inspiring.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
So last time we were here too, I think you were almost hitting 1 million subscribers, and then just within a year you've already like hit 2 million. So how does it feel?
Yeah, it's so crazy. I mean, I think I'm at like 1.94 right now.
You're like
it's
almost right there.
Almost
Right there.
2 million, which is just insane. Like, I remember starting YouTube thinking, oh my god, maybe one day I could get to 1 million. You know, I just never thought it would go this direction. I mean, I did, like, deep down I knew, you know, intuitively and stuff. Like, I knew, but I just didn't know how, and I didn't know, like, how quickly and stuff. And it's just it's crazy. Social media just changed my whole life.
For sure.
I mean,
for sure.
I'm so grateful. That's just so freaking grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you got so much going on for you now, like, you know, like, of course, you know, when you grow your channel, just so much comes along with it.
Yeah.
You know, like getting invited, you're at red carpet events and all this, you know, it's dope seeing there. And, you know, just like our friend Michael, Twisted Pennywise as well, you know, you guys are both doing your thing and, you know, killing it. So I'm definitely, you know, excited to see where, you know, your YouTube goes and, you know, whatever else you have planned for your future.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I'm so excited.
For sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, no, you know what? We're coming to the end of the podcast. And once again, Kelsi, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
definitely, you know, gave us,
me.
of course, definitely gave us some new insight, you know, from last year. And thank you for trying to contact the spirits, giving Rebecca like eyes wide opening to some potential spirit that's following her, and so definitely appreciate it. And once again, hopefully next year we can definitely have you on again, because we're definitely trying to make this like a tradition. Yearly traditional thing.
That'd be awesome.
So definitely trying to have you on again. But thank you again for coming on. Definitely appreciate it. I know everybody was was excited to have you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, thank you once again. All right, guys. Well, we are going to be ending the episode. We hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, it's Artistry Drop. If you're not following us on Instagram, you can find us at the Artistry Drop. And if you prefer just listening, you can stream on all our episodes on all major podcast platforms. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.